Kylian Mbappe, very much the star of the show. Frank, he's so good.
He is, and he showed to the world, after this weekend controversy with Luis Enrique, that you need Mbappe, and you need him now, because if he leaves, you will need him for the Champions League. I mean, he can make a difference, and he did it in 2 occasions, almost in 3. He's a different class player. I mean, yes, it's true, I agree with Stewart. Traoré should have been helping his teammate a little bit more on the first goal. But when you have somebody like Mbappe, as soon as he has the ball and is in the 16-yard box, you know that you're in danger. And he showed to the world again that he's a classy player, a different player. But he has to. We have to say that Paris Saint-Germain had maybe for an hour the best performance so far in the Champions League. They were very solid, very good in the middle of the park, nothing to complain. They knew exactly. They shut down the stadium very, very quickly. We thought that the pressure from the 12th man will come. It never came because of that goal of Mbappe, but because also of the Paris Saint-Germain players.
Ali, just take us through the first goal here, because you don't see many people with that ability, as much as we criticise the defending. But to be able to pull that off on a night where you know that all eyes are on you, considering what happened at the weekend.
And yeah, maybe a 1v1 situation, but it's a very tight angle. And so now how do you create the space for yourself? Well, it's a little fake, little dip of the shoulder that creates a separation. Now, Zubeldia is struggling. He can't quite cover the ground. Traoré is having difficulties also closing the space. They can't quite make a decision as to, do we get tight? Because if we get tight, he has the speed to get around us. And when you are caught in between as a defender and you don't make a decision, now Kylian Mbappe is making all the decisions for you. Now, what he does really well, better than anybody else, is the fact that not only is he fast, not only does he have the dip of the shoulder, not only can he create space for himself, he actually finishes the chance as well, and does so from still a tight angle, finds that far post. So it's a full package of Kylian Mbappe. And to the point that Frank was making, that he is the danger man, well, there are only a few players, and it's a handful of players in the world, that whenever they get the ball in the final third, everybody in the stadium, watching at home, from their couch, from wherever they're watching, everybody knows, woo! Danger, 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 caution, caution, caution. Kylian Mbappe is one of those players. It's a handful of players around the world. He is certainly one of those players that you know can create something out of nothing.
Haaland or Mbappe, Jan?
Daniel, you love that question, don't you? I think for Real Madrid now will be Mbappe. They will take him. But what I like about Mbappe with the boys, it takes me back to when I was a kid, when I started enjoying football, when I loved to watch football on TV. There were some particular players. I'm so old that I remember Johan Cruyff. I remember Beckenbauer, and then came Maradona along. And I was finding myself today, when I was switching between the games, I just want to see Mbappe. I want to see what he's doing, what he's doing in all kind of things. And he's not only one type of player. His second goal is brilliant because, as we talked, he gives the goalkeeper his eyes. You know, he gives it along and then he goes short. He's a goal getter too, but he's so much. And just look at him, and just when he's on fire like he was today, and he's in more or less like that older, you just enjoy watching him. And for him to go to Real Madrid, he would score 40 and 50 goals. There is no reason why he shouldn't. And I wouldn't be worried that there was another player would play there, or how they would put the system. Great players always find a way to cooperate out on the field.
Did you answer the question, Jan?
No. I didn't.
He said for Real Madrid.
I know. We're not throwing in caveats into all of this.
Always pick Haaland. Always.
Frank, looking ahead for PSG, this is kind of the last dance, isn't it, if you like, for Mbappe before he moves to Spain. Can they go all the way this time?
So far, no, I don't believe that. I mean, they had a great performance today, again, away from home, but we have to be realistic. I mean, there are few clubs like City, Real Madrid, maybe Arsenal as well, who are much better right now and more consistent than Paris Saint-Germain. We always talk about the consistency of that team, that they can be good for half of the game and suddenly lose everything. Mbappe can do something different, but those teams like City, like Real Madrid, like Arsenal, they will know how to create problems to Mbappe to make sure they can handle the game. So far, I would say no. It's good that it's the first time that they reached the quarterfinal without the COVID, without playing away from home, without an empty stadium. So it's a progress, and it has to be signaled. But at the end of the day, no, I don't believe that team can go all the way. I would be very surprised.